What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Witness Wednesdays. So when we left off in the last episode, we finally started figuring out these Tetris puzzle things, and I managed to get the bridge to go over here to the other side by changing the solution to basically invert it. Which was very, very clever and something I wasn't really expecting. So, now we can move about our merry way. Oh, that cable runs this. So I guess all of these catwalk Jurassic Park-esque frame things, that's what they make me think of, is like the cage, the bird cage in like Jurassic Park 3, all these different like metal catwalks and stuff. So I'm guessing these puzzles we have to do, and then that'll open that door, which opens that one, etc, 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 etc. And we'll move about through here and eventually get that cube, I'm guessing, to light up. I'm kind of discovering that it seems like this particular, like, how do I put it? Basically, the mechanics of an area seem to dictate, like, once you've solved the puzzles that have to do just with that mechanic, then they end up, like, activating a box, and then other places have, like, more than one. So we have a 4-block here and 2 3-blocks. So my theory is if we did something like this... Oh, wait, no, I have to have both of them. So let's do 1 4, 1 3. Oh, you turd. Okay. This is gonna be the 3rd. This is gonna be a 3, and this is the 4. Let's see if that works. No? Really? I mean, 4 and 3 and 3? No? Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't work, dummy. That's 3. That would be 3 on top of it. There we go. So in case that wasn't clear, this was the 4-block, this was the 3-block, and then the 3-block was on top of that. Not really sure why I didn't see that before. Now this one I can actually do my original solution for, which was 4, and then a 3-block, and then a 3-block. No? Oh, I did it again. I keep forgetting that if you put a 3 on top of an edge, there's an extra block there. Alright, now this is interesting. We have 4, 2, or 1 and 2. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2. So what I'm gonna try is this. Oh, right, the 1 block. Dang it. Let's do 2 and 1 on top of each other, and then... Oh, nope, can't do that. 4. Really? That's not 2 and 1? Okay, fine. I still say it is. Maybe because I went like this, it became a whole new section or something? I don't know, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay. Well, we could say that we could do 4 this way, and I'm actually, based on the mechanics and everything, I'm actually not sure why this didn't work. Really. Because that's 4, and then a 1 on top of a 2. This one's okay, it's these 2 that are flagging, and I'm not really sure why. Let's try a different approach and do something like this, maybe. That's not going to work at all. Well, maybe it will. 4 on top of... Maybe this will work. Oh, no, I didn't segment all that over there. No. Okay. So these have been okay with us stacking on top of things and changing shapes. It's this block out here that's kind of causing me issues. We could say... If this was the 4 block, that was the 2, and then... like... Yeah, that's not easy to do. Unless, let's try something like this. I know this looks weird, but there's a reason I'm trying this. Still, the 2 is still flagging. Let's try and see what this does. All of them blink. Okay. The reason I was doing this is because in some of the other puzzles we've seen, we like wrapped around in an S shape around a 1 block. So I was wondering if that was the case here. Actually, it may very well be the case. Let's try that. In fact, well, no, see, I can't. I hate not being able to cross over your other lines. That can be really frustrating. Okay, if we did 4 here, 2, 1 came. That could work, except the 4 block is all the way over there. 4, 1, and 2 would make this kind of shape. Nope, that's not gonna work. Well, that's annoying because, like I said, up to this point we were doing pretty good with the mechanics, but now I'm missing something here. I don't think they're being picky as far as they have to be vertical, because like this we laid them down. So, if we did... This, to me, seems like you have to do it this way, of a 2 and 3. Maybe. Just because how else do you get to the 1 and the 2? Oh, wait, unless we made that the 4. Hold up. Hold up, hold up. If we make this the 4, right? And then... this the 2, and this the 1. No? Really? I'm segmenting everything, I don't understand. If I do... I haven't had this 2 clear at all, so let's try this. Okay, that works. And if I do this, it's these 2 that don't work. That's the weird part. It's not this one, I can get that one. But I don't know why these 2 won't work together. Let me do this. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if this will... No, see, the 1 and 2 is not activating like that, and I don't understand why. Maybe we're going about this the wrong way. If this 4 was this way... then let's... hold on. It would be like... this? Nope. See, the problem is I almost feel like this right here is a have to. Because otherwise there's no real good way to segment all of these other things. You can't like go up here, then come over, and then still cut all this other stuff out. So I almost feel like you have to come up this way. But if I do that, it keeps, like, I don't understand why this isn't working. Because I still see 2 on top of 1. I don't get why that won't work. And I also don't understand, because if you don't do that, then I don't get how you're supposed to really do this. If this is the 4, and we need this block in play, so it means one way or another, this has to be a point. Right? Right. So if we made this a 4, but see, that's my point. If we made this a 4, and then this one's 2, wait, we don't necessarily have to have them at the bottom, do we? That may be part of the problem. So if I did 2 here with a 4 and a 1, none of those are okay, and I don't know why. Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 1, or vice versa, and then a 2. So I don't know why all of those blinked, like none of them were okay. Because at least... No, that makes sense. At least if I do something like this, it works. Like the 4's okay there. Here's an idea. Let's get the 1 to work. So if I do this, see, even this doesn't work, and I really am not understanding how else you're supposed to do that. Unless we do this as a 2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. But then you don't have enough space to get all the way down to the 1. 1. Yeah, this is not making any sense at all, because there can only be 2 blocks away from this cube, I guess. Right? You could do 4 up, 2 over, and 1, but then I have no idea how you segment that. Like, you could do 4 up, and then 2 over, and then this is 1, but you've got way too many blocks over here. That won't work. Like, you'd have to do all of this and then come back up. That won't work. And if we start from here, say that's 2, that's 4, you don't have enough space to get to the 1. Oh, now that's an interesting idea, though. If we did 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 would be on top. Or no, that would be 2. And then 1. But then I can't reach it. Alright, now let's see this. If we did a 1 block here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2. Again, I'd have to wrap this around, though. And then I can't get back up. So I really don't understand how this is supposed to work at all, because none of the others made this discrepancy where you, like, can't... Okay, let me analyze this again real quick. If we brought the 4 down... No, I need the 4 to be vertical, otherwise I'm never going to get to this block up here. But if you bring the... Okay, so here's my problem. I'm trying to play this like Tetris, because basically that's kind of what I'm guessing the rules are. And if the rules are like Tetris, you have to bring it all the way to the bottom, right? So if we have to get this block, and there's 5 blocks, that means you have to have 1, at least, or 2 touching the 4th block. So this is 1 and 4, or 1 and the 2 with it sideways or something. Which doesn't leave you enough spaces to get to these blocks. So then I have to conclude that you can't do this as... And see, even that, none of those blinked, so none of them were right. Which again does not make sense to me. Because at least the 2 and the 4 should have been... Or the... Well, maybe not. Let's try it this way. Okay, that's 4, but it won't include any of those. Okay. And we concluded this will work, right? Yeah, that works. And this works. So... I'm really not making heads or tails of this. Because I don't know how to get up here. It's not about cutting it off then. So let's do 4 here. And 1 and 2? Nope, none of those act. See, that's what I mean. If you're following the mechanics, something of that should work. In theory. Let's do... I don't know. I'm running a blank because none of these are letting me through. 2, 4... Nope, that won't work because I can't wrap around. I'm really not making any sense of this, am I? Okay, I've got to think this through. I'm going to pause it for a second, actually. Okay, so I haven't actually figured this one out yet, but I also think I realized something with the rules that I think I had wrong. I don't believe you can actually change their direction, like in Tetris where you would flip them. I don't think you can do that, and the reason I say this is I got looking at these other puzzles again, and where I was thinking 4 here, and then a 3, and then a 3, I also realized it would make sense to say 3, 3, and 4, which would keep them in the same pattern that the blocks are here. Same with this one. This could be a 3, and then a 4, and then a 3, because I have 2 verticals and 1 horizontal. So it got me thinking, maybe it's not so much about bringing them all the way down and stuff like that as much as it is separating them based on their original shapes. Like, for example, I kept trying to say, you know, this one is 2 and then this is 4 up here and blah, 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 or trying to do, you know, 4, whatever. And I'm kind of starting to wonder if, in fact, it is more important that you include all the blocks in one section, like we've talked about, where you're separating them from the rest of the blocks, but keep them in their normal shape, rather than being, like, bring them all to the bottom. So what I'm going to try here is this as a 1, this as a 4, and then this section as a 2. No, that's not right either. Dagnabbit, I thought I was really onto something there. I will say I've kind of isolated that because you can do this, which should be 2 blocks, but it'll fail. Now you can do this, which is 2 blocks, and it succeeds. So you have to keep the 2 the way that it is, much like the 4 and the 1 have to well, the 1's a 1, so. So that's kind of my new predicament here, is I've somehow got to get this one to stay vertical wherever it is. It doesn't have to be here, but it has to be somewhere. And I'm not really sure how to do this because, yeah, there's that. So if I did a 1 here... Oh, wait a minute, that wouldn't work. Would it? So the confusing part to me is I need 3 blocks in any direction to get to this, which is almost like the 2 and the 1 combined. Unless I make this a 4, which is, I guess, possible, but then again, I don't know where, I can't come back this way to make this a 2 up here. So I'm really kind of at a loss, to be honest. Unless it's not about that. If I do 4 over here, and I did... But see, then I can't get to all the blocks. Having to include these is making it... is really the difficult point. I guess I could include the 2 here, and then the 1 there, but that's not letting it go either. Now, I don't know. All of these other ones haven't really... See, this is the confusing part, too. None of these have been separated by a line, and what I mean by that is, like, if I do a 2 here, I can't do a 4 now up here. But this will clear as a 2. And stuff like that. So... I don't know, or like this. This to me is a good example. 1 makes sense, 4 makes sense, and a 2 makes sense. Now you could argue that if there were a 2 block here, it would just fall down to the bottom, which is a fair point because that is kind of the rules of Tetris. But on this one over here, we're allowed to separate them. Like this is a 3. This 3 right here is not on the bottom level. And we did cut all the way over, so they are kind of like 2 separated blocks. Now, I don't know if that one has a different rule set applied to it or not, because these are different colored panels, so they may have their own rules. But still, it's just not making sense. It's this 1 block. I could do this puzzle without this 1 in the dead center. The dead center part and 3 blocks up is making it next to impossible to figure out because I can't get to it, especially if I have to leave the 2 block as flat. So the only verticality I have is the 4. So then it's like, I don't know. I don't even know. I could do this. Hold up. I hadn't thought of that. I could do a 2. Now this doesn't help me get to the 1 though. That's interesting though. I hadn't thought of going that route. Well, hold up. If I did 4 and 2 and then 1. No, still? Really? Nothing? Yeah, I'm coming up with rules in my head, like, well, maybe they all have to be touching the edge, or it has to be 1 away from the square, but I'm just not seeing it. Like, how would you do a 1 away from... like 1 block in any direction away from this? Well, it's the center block, so how are you going to get there without using other blocks to get to it? That's my issue here. Now we could do 4. No, we really can't. I don't think. 4. Come on. I think I already tried this. 2 and 1. Yeah, no, it's not liking that either. Yeah, I understand what I think I understand about the puzzle is makes sense. The problem is including all the blocks and their location. So I'm going to pause it yet again and go back to the drawing board, literally. Okay, plan whatever F at this point, G, something like that, is maybe I've been working at this from the wrong point of view. I've been trying to include it this way. But what if I should be trying to exclude everything else? So what I've come up with is this. And let's see if I'm correct. Whoops. Come on. So what this... Yes! Finally! So what this is, I finally figured it out, is essentially you have the 4 stack with the 2 sideways and then 1, but you're excluding all the other blocks by going the other direction. And I can't believe it took me that long to see it. Okay, now this one is not cool at all. So we have a 3, a vertical 3, an L, and a 2. So let's start with the 3. And the L. Nope, there's no way I'd get to the 2 that way. So we'll use the 2 down here, maybe. Or the... we could start here with the 3 horizontal, the 2 here. 1, 2, and then 2... Wait, no. What am I saying? So this would be the 3. This would be the 2. Then we'd have 1, 2, 3? That won't work. Alright, so let's start a 1 over. We'll do 3 on the bottom. Vertical 3. 2 over... Or no, maybe... Let's do... like this. Oh, I can't get to the other... Oh, dang nabbit. We'll do... Wait, where am I? So this is the horizontal 3. This would be the other 3. I can't really do that, though. Maybe. Then that's 2, down 1, over... Yeah, there we go. Let's see if that works. No? I really thought that would be perfect, because I was thinking 3? Oh, that's the problem. Okay, so 3 over, so it'd only go 2 up for a vertical 3. Now let's put the L here, which could go to there, and then the 2. That should work? Yeah! We're getting better at this. Sorry again if you can hear my dog in the background. My new microphone is really good in terms of quality, but because it's not like a headset, it kind of picks up a lot more ambient stuff. So if that bothers you, I apologize. Now this one's relatively simple. I think this may be too... This might be too simplistic of a viewpoint on it. Nope, I guess not. So my theory was you'd have all these be this one, and then the dot is the center. I don't know if there's a better way to look at that or not. Oh, now you want to be complicated on me. Okay, the... I guess the simplest way to do this is like this? No, that won't work. Well, this is interesting. If we stack them on top of each other... maybe not. Maybe that won't work. It would be... Oh, I'm a knucklehead. Let's see. Well, let's see if this works. If I'm right, this is gonna be funny. Yep. Okay. So it's basically 1, 2, and 1, 2. You can combine these. These green panels are letting us mix and match. So like, for example, you could put 1 and this together to make an L shape, which may be what we're going to do. So you'd have 4... Oh, wait, no. Let's do it this way. L and 4. Yep. Okay. Now this one, we'll need 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then, well, that's a weird block, 2 and 2. Okay, well, we could do 3 up. Well, no. Let's do... Oh, wait a minute. This is 4. 4 wide. So, I'm just going to take a guess at this, but I don't think this is right. No, I didn't think so. Okay. I was wondering if when you put all 3 of these together, it equaled the same amount of squares that we had, but I guess not. So, we could put the vertical one and the L one together, and that would make a shape kind of like this. But we still have the other 2 block to deal with, which I don't know if we can mash them together, but if we can... Okay, so oh, wait. I've got an idea. If we put... Oh, wait, no, that's not right, because these aren't 4. So, if we put these 2 together, we'd have 4 long, 3 down on one, and 3 down on the other. But then these are 2. Where would I put those? That's a interesting predicament we've got here. Now, these haven't really been very discrepant on... I don't know if that's the right place to use that word. On how we put them together, it was just kind of like a number thing. Unless we have to make Tetris blocks out of them. That I don't know. If we actually have to make legit blocks out of them, then that's a little different story. This one I don't think is a very normal Tetris block. So I don't know. Well, if we can mix and match and move them out of place, that would be a little different. For now, let's just do this. Let's see if this works. This would be the 2. Right? But see, we've got to be able to mix and match because we can't stack on top and make like I can't just put this one on this and have a row of 6 down here because we don't have that many blocks. Unless we took all 4 of these and put them in a line. That may work. Maybe. And if we did that, then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it would pretty much just be these in the center that wouldn't work. So I don't know if I want to do that or not. But let's try this. No. Okay. Well, if we put that one over there, then it would only go... Oh yeah, it would go 3 down. Well, okay, if we put 2 here, if we put the vertical 3 here, and we put this one here, it would take care of that. So it would look something like this, but then we're not highlighting all of the blocks, which that can't be right either. Let me pause it for a second. I'd like to finish this up before the end of the episode, but we're running really high on time, so let me tinker with this for a minute and see what I come up with. Okay. Okay, so I have a new theory that basically if this doesn't work, I'm calling it quits for the episode. So I'm thinking this block right here will become a 2x2 square. This, if we take a point off of this one, it becomes a normal L Tetris block, and we can put that over here to make this a 4. So if I'm right, we would do this, which is basically like the 4 and the square, but then we can add this section here, which is like the L. No. Alrighty. Well, that pretty much wraps things up for this episode. On a good roll, but getting stumped every once in a while. So we're going to wrap things up here for this episode. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.